Hey guys, Jano Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. Springtime is here, and we have lots of baby birds everywhere, man. We've got baby chickies, we've got baby pheasants, and the problem that we're having is we're hatching, like our pheasants right now, we're hatching out pheasants. They're hatching out a few days at a time, and we have several batches yet to go. We're hatching them out 4 or 5, sometimes 6 a day over the course of a couple of days. So what we're having, the issue is we're having bigger babies and smaller babies that are mixing in the small brooder box that we're using. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a temporary brooder box out of some stuff we got laying around, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And when I say we got lots of baby birds, check this out. We come out here to get a bag of dirt so we can start planting some stuff in some pots. And we got this bag right here of dirt. And we look inside the dirt, and there's a nest. And look at them little dudes. Hi, little dudes. I'm not your mom. I don't have a worm, but you know what? I'll leave you alone so she can come back. I don't know if you can see them in there or not. But man alive, we are run over with baby birds everywhere. So, alrighty, so let's get to this improvised temporary brooder for bigger, smaller birds. Something like it. Alright. Yeah. Okay, we need a temporary brooder to put larger chicks in until they're ready to go into a grow out pen. So this is what we're going to use. If you have a table and some plastic, a couple of pieces of wood, maybe a screw gun or a screwdriver, then you can make yourself a temporary brooder box, which is what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is turn this table upside down and then go answer the phone. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, we are back from our phone call. It was the Sarge. What's up, Sarge? Good to talk to you. Alright, we got our table here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this thing upside down like this. I'm going to take out these 2 center pieces right here. They're screwed in. My buddy Greg, Mr. Moving On, my brother Greg, he built this table out of some scraps that he had laying around and some old chair legs and stuff. And we are going to repurpose it for the time being. And the good thing about this is once we get done with our using it as a second brooder, we'll be able to put it back together and use it as a table outside again. So all we're going to do now is we are going to take the aforementioned screw gun here, a drill. We're going to take these screws out of the side, and we're going to remove these 2 center supports right here. So let me get this out, and we'll get back with you directly. Okay guys, we took these 2 supports out here in the middle, and now what we're going to do is we're going to stand the table up on the end. We're going to use these same 2 boards that we took out as supports, and we're going to screw them to the outside of the legs here to put this board on the outside. Just like that. Alright, remember we're not going for looks, we're not into looking pretty business, we're looking for functional chickie comfort for a few weeks until they're ready to go to an outside grow up pen. And we're going to switch this around. I'm going to take this other support board, a couple more of the same screws that we took it out, that we used to take them out there, and we're going to screw this side on here. And when we get done with that, then we will show you the next step, which is going to be taking one of these longer boards that we got from a pallet, and we're going to screw that across this bottom just like that. And you see where I'm going with this. This will make a frame, bottom frame, top frame, and we'll get this here screwed on, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, so now we've got our supports on. I'm going to leave that one side open. We'll put it up against the wall. It's not going to really be bearing any weight. And this here will make a good sturdy frame to wrap our tarp around. What we're going to do now is we're going to take some of this regular clear plastic, and we're going to line the bottom all around the table and the lip of the table with plastic. That will help control all of the little chickie poos and peas, so to speak. Keep it in contained here. And we're just going to staple it on all around. And like I said, it's not pretty, but it's going to work for what we need it to work for. We'll do this all the way around the inside. We'll stretch it tight, and then we'll trim it off the size. And then once we get this in, we'll show you the bottom, and then we'll show you what we're going to do next. So we'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so here's what I've done now on these tops. I just took a spare, just a random length of board. I don't even know how long it is. And I just put it on here like this, screwed it down. This will give us something we can hang the light from, so we can adjust the light up and down if we need to. We laid out, this is a 5x7 tarp that we laid out flat. We set the table in the middle of it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just fold it up around the edges and pull it up tight, and then give it a staple right up there, the thick part of the tarp up here on the top. Just like that. Secure it all the way around. And then we're going to do the same on the front side. Now the front side, I didn't have a board to go onto the front side here, so there's no support. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it up, measure it, make sure that it's going to be fine, just like that. And then I'll just staple it on the ends. And like I said, this will be the side that we put against the wall, so that it will have the wall support. And then we don't have any escapees. Oh, come on, staple gun. And you always want to make sure you run out of staples right in the middle of your job there, because that's really important. So, anywho, there's one. Maybe need to get a new staple gun, I think, here. Anyway. Anyway. It always happens when the camera's on. So we're going to staple this up around the top here. On the edges, we'll just kind of fold it in like you would a Christmas package or something like that. And close the ends. And bring them up all nice and tight. And staple them together. This way, we will not put any holes in our tarp. We're just putting the holes in around the top. And we can still reuse the table and everything when we're done. So let me fix my staple gun. And we'll get the rest of this put together. And then we'll show you what it looks like here when we're all done. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, we've got our tarp all on and stapled in place. That should keep all the wind from blowing through and getting our chickies cold. What we'll do for the top is we'll probably just take some screen or another tarp or something like that to drape over the top, so that they don't have any kind of rain that misses in on them. Now we're going to put this in position over here on the back porch, and put some wood shavings in the bottom, and we'll show you when we're all done. So let me get it put in position and get the light turned on and get some wood shavings in there, and we'll see the finished product. Is it going? Oh, okay. Well, here you go, guys. Here's our finished brooder box. We got our light in. We got some wood shavings on the back. I just got the light tied up here with some old baling twine. That way we can untie it and lower it if we need to, or raise it up as we need to. And then we just got another one of these tarps. These are the free tarps that we get from Harbor Freight. We get like every week you'll get a mailer, and sometimes it'll have a Harbor Freight ad in it. And they give away free stuff, you know, tape measures. And sometimes they'll have tarps. So we'll go and get these free tarps from Harbor Freight. And we're just going to drape it over the top like this. And this should give it plenty of room to breathe. This is by no means airtight. There's not going to be anybody suffocating. And we're only going to probably cover it if it starts raining real hard. We don't want any rain blowing in onto the baby whatever we have in here, which is probably going to be pheasants, because they're hatching out in sequence, in order. So there you have it. Improvised brooder box from a table. If you have a table, an old kitchen table, an old outdoor garden table, a card table with the fold up legs, I'm sure any of those would work for a temporary solution for a brooder box. Put some plastic and a tarp around it, and Bob's your uncle, as Bev says. You're cooking with gas. So there you go. I hope this helps. Quick fix for a quick need. And when we're all said and done, we're raising up babies for this spring, then we can just take this tarp off, flip it back right side up, and we got our table back for our butcher season. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you very much for watching. Questions or comments, feel free. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.